afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, featuring today a 2 versus 2 on McGechaens War. A 2 versus 2, ladies and gentlemen. We shall be watching Spanky and Predators fighting for the Wehrmacht, rolling out in the name of the 116th Panzer Division Windhund. Opposing him shall be Potedon 3 and Brickman. Fighting for the 3rd armor. There shall be a bit of an armored clash right here in the lovely Bocage valleys, as the 3rd armor unleashes the breakout attempt that was known as Operation Cobra. Will Spanky and Predators be able to contain this, or will they be rolled over by American armor in spades? And we are noting here a 2 engineer start from both American players. For the Wehrmacht, we are seeing a 2 pioneer start from them as well. So right there, nothing out of the unusual. MD on the way though from Spanky, but we don't quite know what will be from Predators, though we'll see soon enough. Western focus there from Spanky. Predators spreading out a bit more, trying to hold up the center and the east. So far though, nothing highly out of the ordinary, although it looks a bit delayed. Could it be foot skirmishes? Could it be a sniper? What could it be that Predators might be trying at? We're seeing a jeep pretty aggressively coming out here from Brickman. Brickman rushing ahead in his little jeep. Beep, beep. To try and probably cause some confusion and harassment of the German initial frontline troops. Slow down anything, or at least just keep an eye on things. And there we go, he's heading straight for this viewpoint, which tends to be one of the places the Wehrmacht or the southern players hits first. So in this case, he's clearly intent on causing the Germans a bit of a headache. You know, that's an MG42 popping out there for Predators. Bike rolling in, sneaking about, hitting flanks, hitting sides. Catching the MG out in the open in the middle of the road. That is definitely not good news for Spanky. And already there, Heinz the gunner goes down, although he managed to set up. Jeep needs to get out of there before it gets... No! Oh dear. Really bold movement right there from Brickman, really causing Spanky some problems, some consternation. And he's definitely lacking something to support, although we do see Schwimmwagen and bikes moving in. In the meanwhile, Rifle Squad getting pinned up here by an MG42 rather quickly. Jeep continuing here. Jeep actually taking heavy damage. Jeep could very well go down. There goes Schwimmwagen rolling up from the 116th Panzer Division. Jeep trying to get the devil out of there. And Rifle here getting pinned to the ground. Bike rushes up to add a bit of fire. Rifle Squad moving up to him. Bike be trying to hit the flank of the MG42. And Jeep here pulling back. Rifle moving up. Engineers moving in. Can they repair the Jeep? Can they save the Jeep? Or will the Schwimmwagen unleash a righteous Wehrmacht fury and destroy it? No, Jeep gets behind the house. Engineers occupied. And fire will be poured down on the Schwimmwagen instead. Engagement going up here in the west. Mana engagement going up here in the right. And Wehrmacht seems to be holding the center for now. Although we do see Spanky has been pushed a bit away. West, though, is quickly secured with an MG42. And we are seeing some false candidates coming out. Rifleman up here by the center, getting suppressed and getting murdered. Fresh advance from the Wehrmacht. Rifleman right there spotting Spanky's attempt at mining right here. Pioneers taking losses, getting pushed away. That mine will not go down. MG42 quickly relocating. Will likely be able to catch the Rifleman out in the open. Bit of a shame, Jeep, though, is prepared, but there will be something to protect the flank. Oh, never mind then, actually. Rifleman suppressed. There we go, Jeep moving up. We do see the Volkskriegs moving up. It's the Deutsches Infanterie moving in. Schwimmwagen quickly blocks the path for the Jeep. Forcing away. There we go, MG42 flying away. Volkskriegs flying away. A Jeep already down to half health. Engineers moving up with mines, of course he hasn't noted. And there we go, the mine is gone, likely cancelled by Spanky. MG42 sets up, quickly pulls away out of the line of fire of that though. Rifle Squad moving in. They do see a sniper out for Predators. The MG quickly sets up. Potedon not quite having anything luck. He needs to attack from several angles against such a thing like this. Otherwise, in particular with the bike, I mean, he can just spot it in advance and turn in good time. So he needs to sort that one out a bit. Engineers pushing up here. The Pioneers pushing up against the Engineers. Being slightly forced away there. Center held up. Right flank largely American. He could mine this off a bit. Wire perhaps is also an idea. No, he's going straight in here. Might go for the fuel there then. Center so far largely American. Most of the map largely American, although they have taken some nasty losses to the Huns. Spanky creeping forwards, getting himself a second schweres MG42. Jeep moving in, coming under fire. And a bit of quiet there again. Lots of mines there, and oh, mine went off, destroying the Jeep, blowing it up, and sending the crew into the hedges. Browning automatics have been equipped for Potedon's infantry, rather significantly increasing his firepower. Brickman, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have an awful lot of infantry, instead expending manpower towards observation posts on the fuel point right there. Interesting enough, so might be he's hoping for something a bit faster in terms of taking. Potedon, though, continues to be a bit stopped up here, having a bit of trouble dealing with this little combination. Again, he needs to attack with more than one squaw at a time. He needs to launch a slightly larger assault, that way overwhelming Predators, but by now it might be too late. We do see Predators supporting the front line with the second MG42. Of course, more mines, and he can also quickly salvage this Jeep for munitions. Let's go look at Predators then. Floating quite a bit, heading up there, and taking up there the good Predators. Tank traps going up there. Bit of quiet, things slow down. Medic station going up here. Looks like the Americans are shifting towards a larger effort towards the west. If Potedon is actually putting down a medic station right there, or he's expecting Brickman to do a lot of the fighting. I'm not 100% sure what this could mean. It's definitely some possibility. And we're seeing an observation post up here, so clearly the Americans are also planning something with a lot of munitions. Airborne infantry would be good moves, although, I mean, of course, armor doctrine could also end up losing a lot of munitions if you get the right things. And, of course, use it in a sensible way. Otherwise, of course, it's just waste of munitions. There we go. Nice flanking move up right here by Spanky, though. Quickly encounters some flamethrowers. The false gunners are not in that good condition, and they do end up getting rushed away. Supply it up. So yes, indeed, Brickman is going for something a bit bigger, a bit wheeled, a bit armoured. The question is what? Mine engagement happy MG42 set up, but a flamethrower units are going to flank the MG42. Predators not quite thought about that one. That was a weak spot, and we do see Potedon taking advantage of this, pouring righteous German fire down upon the MG rifle and pushing up there, and a mine goes off, annihilating most of the squad, leaving behind only 2 guys, and then the MG42 opens up on those. Schwimmwagen pushing in, flamethrower engineers pouring fire down on the pioneers, but the Schwimmwagen, and there we go, the engineers go down to that Schwimmwagen Pioneer combination, and meanwhile another MG42 stopping in advance right there from Brickman. All of a sudden things heated up quite a bit. More forces come in from Potedon, that is good, but again he already lost 1 engineer squad, so he needs to be a bit more careful. And already know they're mining the same spot again. Usually one, if a mine goes off, tends to be not a bad idea to mine again. And there we go. Lightning may not strike the same place twice, but mines bloody well can. And there we go. Down to 3 men getting stopped with the MG42. Re-advance up here on the right flank, although we do see 2 snipers up for Predators. That's an awful lot. And absolutely no bloody infantry for Predators. I am not a fan of that. Right from there getting pushed away. Rifleman here getting sniped. 2 losses, some nasty ones. Need to retreat, and there we go. Medics pulling in the wounded. Lovely, lovely. And we're seeing a multiple coming out right there for Brickman and a weapon support, and I think that's an awful lot to get right within the first few minutes. I mean, wouldn't it rather then have been better to actually focus more heavily on the motor pool and then push more up there? And we do see a Kampfkraft sent up. Both players seem to have gone for a rather heavy tier 2, and looks like they might both be rushing for the Panzer Command. At least one goes for Panzer Command, the other goes for the Sturm Armory. Either way, not entirely sure he needs a sniper. I mean, if he was to currently rush in with 2 armored cars, I mean, both German players would be absolutely unprotected for it. I mean, they would not be ready. But from that matter, just a half track with some troops in and rush in, get behind, do some serious damage. I mean, either way, a lot of mobility right now from the American players could absolutely overwhelm the German players and cause them quite some harm. Sniper out, so again, Brickman slightly going for the more slow approach. Again, I mean, once you've gone for the motor pool, there's no point to really adding in a sniper, I think. Schwimmwagen rather aggressive out, and he spots a sniper already there, able to alert the other 2, of course, that they, well, his teammate, that the Americans are getting snipers. Greyhound waiting all the way over there, and again, if that Greyhound was to move in now again, it could really do a lot. We are seeing observation posts right there on the munitions. Both sides going for a lot of observation posts. Interesting, interesting. Rifle advancing, commander fire from the sniper. MG42 providing cover for the snipers, and there we go. Rifleman pushed away, not really a subtle approach. Greyhound really needs to get in there, needs to get into the thick of it and do some damage, and Panzer Command is indeed going up for Spanky, the 116th Panzer Division, rushing ahead very swiftly for the armour. And looking here at Brickman, who's also flooding with the resources. Mine goes off there. Wolfsind the Greyhound. There we go. Takes off a few good shots down the Volksgrenadiers. Quickly gets away though, before they manage to get off a Panzer, and there go infantry quickly following up. Observation post coming under fire from the Greyhound. Oh, another mine went off. No minesweepers all of a sudden. Greyhound advancing down here perhaps. MG crew there hiding for Hauptmann Spanky. Another mine going off. Apparently Brickman resorting to Soviet doctrine. Just throw some guys at the mines and that'll clear them out, or at least any suspected mines. And there we go. The Spanky's MG crew actually coming into a lot of trouble. 50 caliber rounds fired arm plus that 37mm gun. Down to one man, down to one poor unfortunate bastard. Rifleman pushing in. And there we go. The MG-42's actually lost. It could be seized upon by the Americans. There's absolutely nothing from Spanky, although we do see Stormtroopers being equipped with Panzerschrecks, a bit of an interim solution. They are from Spanky, the Stoßtruppen mit die Panzerschreck, forming a Panzerjäger team. Snipers firing away, Rifleman pushing up. Rifleman sniped. Volksgrenadier suppressed by the American MG. Stormtrooper sneaking up. Further fighting over here. The Rifleman not really flanking, instead going for a rather brutal frontal assault, which actually succeeds. At the same time, Rifleman squad flanking up. Here we could see Predator getting pushed off from the center. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Rifleman advancing, not doing too well. Shrimp Magnus spots the sniper. Needs to be careful there. Brickman needs to be careful. In the meanwhile, we do see Spanky entrenching himself here in the southern part of this Bocage compartment. MG continuing to get sniped. Needs to get out of there and get reinforced. Floating an awful lot of resources. Not good, Brickman. You're having the advantage. Push it. Either get more armored cars or go for some tanks. Don't just sit there with almost 1,000 manpower. That is not good. Also, again, note we have the current servers have closed down, so now you have to use the Steam merchant. So again, pop in your CD key into Steam, and you should have things. Otherwise, contact Sega support. I believe it is now. You have to get a hold of. So just a little heads up there. Slight sneaking about here and there. The right has been regained, but again, nice push up in the center. Looks like the MG-42 was there, taken away by the Americans. Although it looks like they are making a bit of a comeback here in the west. Spanky slowly advances. Still for the advance. And there we go. In fact, the medic station is able to form a full squad there for Potedon. That's definitely going to save him some manpower. Sticky bombs on the way for Brickman. Still not a lot there. Getting himself a second sniper. Again, I think he should just consider either getting more armor cars. In fact, 3 armor cars. No, never mind. Ostwind's out. Looks like, yes, there we go. Another Panzer Command. Either way, then, he could just consider getting the tank depot, getting a few Sherms, and then basically just rolling through his opponent. I mean, probably should have just gone for that instead of the motor pool. I mean, a Sherman much earlier would really have been devastating for the German players, because they could have reached it much earlier than the Germans. Which again is sort of the thing a lot of players forget. As the Americans, you can, if you're playing well, actually much, much easier reach armor before your German opponents.
Composition now make sticky bombs.
Rather than here running well over the false guys. Although mine again. Really consistent mining there by Predators, mining the exact same spots over and over again, and his opponents just keep running into him, obliging him to just continue doing that. Ostwind opens up, spotting a few Yankees. Pushing up there, Greyhound needs to be a bit careful. There's a mine close by. Looks like the center is once more being collapsed. And there we go, 3rd Armoured collecting up a tank depot. Going to get some Shermans, I hope. In fact, he could easily get one at this very moment. Bunker up there for Spanky. And there we go, Panzerkampfwagen 5 up from Predators. Stormtroopers making an advance on the MG, quickly getting one with the band grenade sniper, so I'm not getting one of the Stormtroopers. Ooh, Stormtroopers very close to getting suppressed there, but they do manage to get away. Oh, another sniper shot, spots the medic station, gets off a good rocket there. Rifleman trying to get close with the sticky bomb, perhaps the rifleman actually getting strong, and there goes sticky bomb, but they need to retreat. Panther laying down the pressure, Rifleman pulling slightly away. Mines was going down, ruining the American mines. The Germans seem to be much better dealing with mines than their opponents. Another mine there from Potedon, so Potedon actually doing his best to actually make it difficult for the Germans to re-advance. That is actually good, and a very bold raid there from Brickman, but actually losing him a rifleman squad. At the same time, we do see Sherman rolling out. He should definitely push that one, although again, would have been better if he could have earlier. But he can very quickly get another Sherman, in which case again, rush in, do some damage in the west, because again, they will be very vulnerable to any sort of armor. Greyhound running into a bit of a problem with the Panther. Greyhound desperately needs to get out of there. Likely won't survive though. Main gun destroyed. Can it make it? Can it make it? Can it make it? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He's advancing up there. Sniper hanging about. Sniper's likely going to try and get that MG. Likely will. And there we go. The MG crew goes down. Like a sack of potatoes tipped over. Another shrimp magnet from Spanky. Potedon having gone infantry, not really having a lot of stuff. Actually, 5 rifleman squads getting some plot upgrades. That's good. He could consider getting a motorball, getting some anti-tank guns himself. He does need something a bit more potent than sticky bombs. Oh, shrimp mag moving in. Oh dear, oh dear, oh my. Oh, good lord, that was awfully close to me. A massacre of snipers, then instead, mine. Mines are good, ladies and gentlemen. Mines are good. Being held up by an MG42. Rifleman probably should stop taking the point instead, moving in to hit that MG42, but no. Bit of a shame there. Bit of an opportunity missed. Knights Crossholders looks like to be out for Spanky. Still no infantry for Predators. Still not 100% happy about that, if at all. Knights Cross making a push for the centre, getting shot at. There we go, point captured, point secured. Sherman rolling in there, Pioneers pushed away. Greyhound need repairs. Oh, grenade right there, clearing up another MG42. Pioneers moving up, Usman moving in from Predators.
Enemy unit down.
And our Pioneers got one down rifleman, quickly getting out of there, having done the dirty deed. Securing the victory point there. Rather, the Americans are definitely in the victory point lead, going in there as well. Sherman moving ahead. No mines there, although of course there's no infantry support for it, so that could actually end up still very lethal if he gets dealt with rather quickly. Pioneers running in, so a few determined riflemen taking some considerable losses. Pioneer squad lost 4. Predators looks like another unit went down right there. In fact, he lost a rifleman squad. That'd be unfortunate for Potedon. Sherman's moving in there, opening up on the Ostwind, coming under fire though from Predators, Panzerkampfwagen 5. And artillery actually getting called in. A bit of a bold move right there from Potedon, but apparently it works. Oh dear, never mind then. Except the Panther actually took a bit of a hit there. And note here, the Shermans have already been upgunned, so that's actually pretty nice, pretty nice. Although probably should have been flanking the Panther, oh well. Still gives them a better chance of actually finding it from the front. Stormtroopers moving up. Engineers ready to quickly repair the Shermans. Push forwards again, I suppose. Spanky, though, still rather vulnerable to an armoured push. Medics pulling in the wounded continually. MD opening up again, if only there had been some armoured support. Knights Cross here getting bombarded by the Shermans. And anti-tank gun ready for Potedon. Second one on the way. Although again, perhaps a tank depot would have been a better choice. Tank destroys and more Shermans throughout in. Basically giving them a very much larger mobile force to hunt down the Germans with between the Bocage. Oh dear, looks like sniper went down. Or something else did for Spanky. And more artillery getting summoned in. right there on the MG42 Greyhound pushing in. Needs to be careful though. Rushing into its own artillery, and there we go. Damaged engine. That was definitely not the best move right there from Brickman, although of course you might not have been aware that Potedon called in until it was too late. But let us return to Spanky.
Anti-air Panzer reporting. Over.
Who has gone for the Blitzkrieg. Of course that stormtrooper was rather showed that off. Anti-tank gun ready there. No further mines there. That could perhaps help the Greyhound. Instead it might go down. MG the second to get blasted. Although Osman following up. Pioneers following up. No response from the Shermans. Oh wait, there we go. Brickman is mobilizing his armor, while the MG in there is getting absolutely hammered and taking losses as it's trying to get out of there. Ooh, that was close. Shermans on the road, slightly advancing here. Commander fire from the snipers, taking some nasty losses from German marksman fire. And there we go, the Austrians are in trouble. We do see a Panther rolling up, also a mine there from Brickman. And there we go, 2 shots from the Shermans. Looks like 1 penetrate, still did some damage. Oh, Panther might hit a mine, no. Oh, misses. Actually, Shermans quickly rolled downwards again, using the buildings. Nice, although we do see... actually already down to half health of the Shermans in decent condition, but now with the second Panther coming in and Stomps with Pantrix, things are looking very less good for Brickman Shermans. And there we go, mine goes off, stopping the Stomps with anti-tank gun rolling up. Sherman in trouble, more infantry support is needed, sticky bombs and whatnot, whatever can be mustered. And artillery from Potedon would also be good here, anti-tanking up, allied war machine up, so we are seeing armor for Brickman, infantry and armor. Panther could go down. And there we go. Artillery strike knocks it out. Another Panther for Predators. The other one is also a bit damaged. Veteran is already, though, adding machine guns. Rifles pressed by the intense machine gun fire, getting pushed out of there. And we immediately see additional Shermans, a tank destroyer, and a Calliope. Brickman really hammering in the armor. Tank destroyer rolling out to support this offensive. And the 2 Panthers could be in a bit of trouble. At the same time, observation post spot, and there we go. Calliope barrage leading up for the assault, softening up some of the Panthers with a few hits, though most rockets instead just hit the Bocage. And there we go. Armor moving in. Stormtroopers awfully close. They should actually be careful. They could get blasted by the Shermans. Though apparently they're more occupied with the Austrian, which will actually give the Stormtroopers ample time to do it. But no, tank destroyer of all the things that could deal with infantry actually does instead of the Shermans. Seems a bit silly. Knight's Cross moving in. Panthers continue to pull away. Rifle here getting shredded. More artillery getting called in. Troops here. Oh, there we go. Stormtrooper down to the Sherman. Knight's Cross slowly going down. And there we go. Tank destroyer down. Artillery going down here. Panthers being pushed forwards. If only there was something to hit them. Spanky Stormtroopers almost down. MG getting blasted. Sherman's actually pulling away, worrying that something might be coming their way. Heavy fighting over here. Lots of sticky bombs on one of the Panthers. Knight's Cross run off. Riflemen might want to be careful. They are under intense fire from the Panthers, although it looks like one of them have lost their gunner. Austrian moving in. Riflemen. Oh, another set of sticky bombs. And there we go. Finally retreats. That is very dangerous. There we go. Though destroyed engine on the Panther. They're both rather low. If the Shermans could get a bit repaired or something, they could quickly push in. Although, again, I think Brickman just needs more armor and a few tank destroyers. Panthers rolling away, limping like wounded beasts. Anti-tank gun, though, opens up. Might get one of them, For example, the one with the destroyed engine. And there we go. Calliope barrage following up on all of it. Observation post down to a few plucky pioneers. And it's actually time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is that while the Germans have rather been able to push back the Americans from, well, rather most of the map, at the same time they have taken some losses. Spanky's a bit low on armor, having lost Panthers. He's also the only guy within the actual infantry at the moment. Predator, on the other hand, is with dire straits of 2 Panthers. He's not really got a lot of infantry. In fact, Predators at the moment has very little on the field. And if he was to lose those Panthers right now, I mean, he would be very much combat ineffective, although we do see a bold attempt by the Austrian to overwhelm the anti-tank, and that could actually lose it, but might buy the Panther here some time to get the devil out of here. Otherwise, but Predators need to pull back, regroup, and counter-attack, and he needs to be a bit more careful. He needs some infantry support, I think, for his Panther Spanky. Again, some more infantry. I think some stormtroopers would help some of the assault rifles. He's got the ammunitions for it. Perhaps a few more panzers, and then push forward as well. Americans don't need to themselves regroup. I think that Potedon needs to get his own armor, and then they need to attack from several angles, and they need to try to basically, single out the German tanks, and that way quickly destroy them, overwhelm them, and then slowly reduce the force and deny the Germans any time to really sort of properly use it. And of course, they should probably also just keep pushing at the victory point, since they do definitely have a chance of also winning the game. And of course, mines. I mean, if they were to mine this area, that would make it very painful for the Germans. But let us return. Not so much to really report on. I mean, it's a bit brutal at the moment. No greater tactical movement, of course. Anyone to actually flank up here and try to hit the other side would probably do quite well. Or for that matter, just to hit here. I mean, so far again, it's very much head-on here between the two shorter spots, between the two bases. Point of engagement. Ostwind barely makes it out of there. Nice move there from Predators, actually managing to salvage it. Desperate attempt up here by Spanky, pushing in whatever forces he can limp together. Sherman moving in, trying to get that. Oh, and he gets the Panther, gaining veterans. One needs to be careful, though. Needs to be careful. And there we go. There with the target opportunity gone, he pulls away. Another Stormtrooper squad coming out for Spanky. Volksgrenadiers coming under fire and are quickly run off.
Your orders?
And it's time to have a look at Predators. Is very low on much stuff. Currently apparently relying on a lot of pioneers and getting himself another Panther. There we go, pushing in with his two Shermans against the Panther. And an anti-tank gun Panther, in fact, already down to half health. The Shermans probably could knock it out at the very moment. And there we go, the other Panther has been quickly and deftly repaired. And a Calliope barrel spray. Oh, sniper went down. Sniper went down for Spanky. Panther taking heavy damage. Stormtroopers though moving up to provide support. Sherman's not moving out of the spot. A second Calliope up for Brickman. Did not actually find normally what they rather use in any sort of, armor support capacity of Shermans. They actually had a 105mm Sherman with a howitzer mounted on, basically a bit like this Stu-42, except it had a turret. So, fun little fact there. They usually had about 2 per company, I believe. Wasn't per battalion. Panther here coming under fire from the 2 Shermans. Anti-tank that's been recruited though. And there goes Stormtrooper taking the flank. That is very quickly turning less good for the Shermans, and we see Predators moving in as snipers. Brickman trying to support getting sniped. And more Panzer attack for the Stormtroopers. There we go, the quick sticky bomb. Though it does nothing to the engine thanks to the armoured skirts, which do also provide a bit of protection against sticky bombs. Lessens the chance of a damaged engine. Brickman's armor pulling away, and we are seeing the Germans really pushing back the Allies now. They really have gained a lot of map control. Oh, we do quickly see Sherman. There we go, sticky bomb moving in. Bit of a bold move. Gunner killed on the Panther. Another Panther rolls up. More Panthers roll up, in fact. And a sniper down for Predators. That's definitely going to hurt. Tank destroyer rolling in, but absolutely getting overwhelmed by German superior firepower. Allied War Machine. Other Sherman rolling in, realizing he might as well do some damage. Oh dear, he lost both Shermans right there. He lost both of them. Oh dear. Meaning he only gets, of course, the Sherman and the tank destroyer. And there's a sort of similar ability in Company 2, although only really with infantry again, and also works by you don't actually get the exact sort of unit back. You basically get a sort of lowest infantry sort of squad for either side. For the Germans it's Osturm, for the conscripts it's, well, for the Russians it's conscripts. And it basically works for every 6 man you lose, not squads, but actually squad members. And if you lose 6 of them from anything, could also be a support weapon crewman, you then get a full squad of either Osturm or conscripts. So, little fun fact there. But full-on German armoured assault with the 2 Panthers and Predators are quite damaged. We see Brickman's tank destroyers flying away. Sherman also there. Needs more armor. And there we go. Tank destroyed down. No anti-tankers. So slight movements over here. Not sure what they're doing all the way over there. Panzer Division slowly throwing in rockets. Grenade though. Dual Calliope barrels taking out one of the Panthers. Another Panther might also go down. My God. Sherman though needs to do something before the Calliope goes down. I think needs to focus down Spanky's Panther, which has the rear exposed and is also much low on health. Tank strike coming out, but no, they're going for Predators. Calliope down, a calamity of Calliopes. And there we go, Panther down. That is all of Predator's fault, as he has just been made combat ineffective. He is getting another Panther, but he won't be able to get another one right away. Tank destroy moving blank will get that other Panther. I said likely will. Come on, shoot man, shoot and penetrate. Ostwind blocks the path, but it is not enough. And there we go. Panther down, Panther down. That is 2 Panthers. The only thing holding things together now for the 116th Panzer Division is a Tiger that has been sent in from some schwerer Panzerabteilung to hold together the entire front. We are seeing field repairs going up for the American tanks. Tiger getting blasted here by an anti-tank gun. Veteran T2. Tiger taking heavy damage. And Predator's rolling forward his Panther as quickly as possible. But will it be in time or will the Tiger go down? And meanwhile, the center's being held up here by a few desperate infantrymen from Predators again. No, I mean Spanky, and Spanky really has to do all of the work now. He's the only one with actual infantry. He's the only one with actual units can survive more than a few blows. Or not tanks. And tanks are out of control. Looks like the Tiger might make it out of there anyways. The Americans did pull out in front of it instead of staying at the rear. That was a bit of a shame, bit of a mistake, I think. Anti-tank gun, they're continuing up. Main gun destroyed. Could go down, could go down. There we go. Sherman down. Very close right there to losing the Tiger. Now some troubles from Flats, but looks like it's sorted out. And we do see a blitzkrieg maneuver going in for Spanky to simply blitz retreat and get his Tiger to safety. A nice little move there. He could otherwise risk losing it. And Knight's Cross, on the other hand, might not be so lucky as 2 tank sides and Brickman move in, and we do have shifted over to the Allies. At the same time, we do see numerous anti-tankers being rolled into position to stop any further German counterattacks right there in the area. Again, leaving the right hand very open. And one thing I would actually like to see from the Allies is actually just basically laying down a machine gun emplacement to protect. I mean, it's not very uncommon, and it's usually what a machine gun emplacement basically works best as in company who's basically no cover for flanks, where it will then actually force your opponent to draw further force towards there. I mean, right here could actually stop the Germans from actually getting close to the victory point, hold it, and of course also free forces up for other parts of the map. Same would also work here, I think. A Rangers popping out for Potedon as well. Germans regrouping, preparing their panzers. Slightly pushed back though, and again Predators otherwise very low on infantry. Again, rather think he would benefit a bit from it. Securing this area again, they could also try to be crewing that MG and just leaving something there. Though that would leave them open to snipers. So again, a machine gun placement right about there would work, I think. As again, it would in fact require that Predators will have to sneak up some armor. And we do see a Koenigsegg out for Predators. He's obviously gone terror. All of a sudden, I probably missed that actually, to be honest. Victory point being secured, few point being secured. Bunker there, lots of repair bunkers to support their armor defenses. And there we go, Bunker's grenade on the anti-tank and getting one of the gunners. A few Panzer X to follow up. Wreck destroyed, but not really much done there. And looks like a Ranger squad pushed off there. All 3 victory points being secured. Of course, another thing he actually could consider is just mining off this area. Either way, he needs to do something to actually ensure that his flank is secure if he's not going to leave a lot of troops there, of course. I mean, you don't want to leave a victory point on its own, in particular not when there could actually end up winning with victory point. Stormtroopers there running into a lot of problems. Rangers have not been upgraded with Thompson submachine guns. Stormtroopers veterans 2 pushed away. Sniper continues to unleash death upon American troops. mine there, but no mines right there. That's pretty interesting. And there we go. Looks like the Germans on the move. Panther, King Tiger, Austrian Tiger, and Blitzkrieg up for Spanky, increasing his rate of fire, increasing his rate of movement. There we go. Noting the stormtroopers sprinting. Even infantry get a small boost from the Blitzkrieg ability, firing a bit faster, but overall just sprinting, running like mad. Quickly coming into the house, firing rockets down on the Sherman. Tiger really down to half health. There we go, Panther flanking up, Predators advancing, although running into a lot of the anti-tank guns. I hope they're firing armor-piercing. So many American players rather fail to use the armor-piercing round ability, and it is absolutely devastating, but looks like the Panthers are in fact getting hit with it. Allied war machine went up. We do see several Sherman tanks going down. The Calliope to the left, they likely will be lost. Tank destroying, doing what they can, one out of control. Field repairs up. And we could see... Oh dear, he could lose. Yes, one Panther down. The other one could very well go down as well, unless the tank destroyer somehow goes down first. Oh dear, Panther might actually make it out of there. Come on, Brickman, get it. King Tiger here getting blasted by the anti-tankers out, and we do see the Stormtroopers advancing, clearing out the anti-tanker, including the veterancy-free anti-tanker. Oh dear. Tank destroyers are rolling up in their flank. Sherman following up. Will they be able to get that one Panther? Will they be able to deny it to the Wehrmacht or Predators? Rangers following up here in the center, unleashing bazooka rockets, but failing to penetrate the frontal armor of the mighty Königstiger.
Enemy unit down.
Armor on the move, and the Predators actually allowed the Panther, I mean, is allowed to escape. Predators, Panther escapes. Mine got more. Shifting over a bit to Potedon. His Rangers, though, getting caught out in the fire. And he's got 3 Ranger squads and 4. Good lord. And again, I really think he should just have pushed in with armor as well. Or at least, go for some off-map combat or something. I mean, I think if they could amass enough armor, I mean, the Germans would be pretty much back. Continue to solve the technical difficulties. The problem is, in particular now for Potedon strategies, it's actually rather dull for one very simple reason. I mean, the Panthers with armored skirt actually negate quite a bit of the damage of the bazookas as well. I mean, this is the point where veterancy free for tanks actually makes sense, because again, for the most part, with Panthers and Panzerforce and such, it actually just negates damage from infantry weapons like bazookas and sticky bombs. Oh! Tiger hit a mine! Oh dear. So that's another Tiger down, but still, in this case, Potedon's actually, trying to not a square peg down a round hole, in that little child's toy. He's trying to apply something that really won't work anymore not against these tanks. And again, not here how this very weak flank is again getting constantly pushed on by Predators simply using Pioneers. Again, I rather think that Potedon, who's of course now forced to spend a lot of manpower towards reinforcing all of these troops again, which is also quite expensive, but he would have benefited more from again having much earlier gone for the tank, but then not bothering with all those range, instead just getting tank destroyers and Shermans to support his teammates, Shermans and tank destroyers, and thus actually having a much larger volume of armoured firepower that can actually force down the throats of the Krauts. So that's not quite happening. So that is a definite shame, I would say. And there you go, just pushing forwards one huge way. Potedon having become Comrade Potedonsky, pushing forwards in the motherland apparently. And an anti-tank in here, very much vulnerable, getting overwhelmed by a few full gunners with MP40s, although we do see a tank destroyer Sherman moving into support for them. Brickman charging into the center, trying to overwhelm Spanky's infantry position, also coming under fire from the tanks. And there we go, Propaganda, of course, also proving another problem with Potedon's infantry only force when he blops it up, in particular. So, I mean, rather now, Potedon is rather, I would say, weighing down the two. Simply due to his rather unfortunate unit composition, which again is rather shallow in many senses, and is rather countered by the veterancy free upgrade for the Panthers, amongst other things. I mean, had again, Potedon, had those 4 armed squad, but then otherwise augmented with the Shermans, I mean, they could easily have gotten the Germans, because again, Predators will not have really much to stop it. Again, Predators, with his lack of infantry, is again very vulnerable to getting overwhelmed. And again, can't hold much We can see the Pioneers basically on a rampant run throughout the entire right side. Victory points are quickly getting back. Points continue to tick down once more. Knights crossholders holding up the point here with the BAR, Sarissa Kreuzträger. Look, Hansi, what I stole from Sir Oh, well, technically he wasn't dead, just dying, but you know, shooting him in the face tends to make him dead, son.
What are my coordinates?
Crowds are pounding on a forward emplacement.
Bit of quiet. More Calliope barrages flying out. Lots of BARs, in fact, littered all over the bloody place.
Enemy unit down. Enemy has one secured center. Counting down.
And a Pershing out for Brickman. That should add some more punch to the 3rd Armoured. Although they also didn't really have the Pershing in Normandy. I don't even think they had the upgraded shown. That is the jumper version, the assault version, if you will, which had about, I think, 100mm worth, not a bit more on it. Although it still had the low velocity gun. A few were actually upgraded to the 76mm, but still not a lot. Rather than pushing up, they could actually overwhelm the snipers. No, Propaganda War saves the day. Artillery going in, but not on the snipers. Oh dear, Potedon, another opportunity wasted. Tiger rolls forward, Panther in support. And he actually ends up pulling away. Bit of a shame since also the upgunning actually affects the person giving a better gun, I believe. Or at least giving a better chance of penetrating. And there we go, Blitzkrieg once more, and we're seeing Rangers rushing in. Actually, they will have a bit of a decent chance against the Tiger and the King Tiger. The Bazooka still won't be able to do much damage. Oh dear, the Ranger squad could go down. Another loss for Potedon, another loss. 82 victory points still left, and let's go return to Spanky. El Spankador. And a V1 rocket from a sniper calling in. Could be caught right in the American position, and they might be running straight into it. And there we go, a bit too far away, but still managed to get one of the Calliope's tank destroyer down from a nice hit from a Panther. And there we go. So 1 in 16th Panzer Division rolls forwards. As whatever's being available is being scrambled forward by the Americans. They are going for every single victory point, though, in a desperate gamble, but then they need to actually be able to hold them, to protect them. And again, mining them might bloody well help a bit. And already there we are seeing Predator sneaking in some forces there to deal with the right. Might also sneak into the west, but 57 points left. Armor here getting sticky bomb, getting blasted. Not a lot left though for the Allies, but again, if they can hold the victory points for a bit longer, they might be able to pull it off. But again, they just need to hold. They need to hold no matter the cost. And again, mining here would help. Mine there, mine there, mine there, and same here, mine there, and for heaven's sake, mines here as well. But no, it is not happening. Again, Potedon continues missing many golden opportunities to basically win the game. And Potedon basically displaying a lack of tactical and strategic foresight, thinking ahead, and already there. Other one also cleared out. In fact, looks like the Americans just willfully abandon it without again mining it. Being behind only the center to be desperately held. And again, if they at least, focus just on 2 of them, they might still have won this, or could still win this, of course. I would rather say, yes indeed, at this stage, it is pretty much unwinnable. I don't think it can muster the forces for a counter-attack. Again, in particular, Potedon's play, rather again, by the later stage of the fight, rather faltered gruesomely. Again, by simply again spamming Rangers, which rather severely fail against veteran-free German armor. And again, there's a bit of some people thinking, Rangers, they're anti-tank infantry. No, they're infantry with anti-tank capabilities. Slight difference, they're elite infantry. Assault infantry, in particular with submachine guns, but again, they really should not be your main means of dealing with German armor. That should be anti-tank guns, or say, tanks and tank destroyers, again, something that Potedon, to a larger extent, actually failed in. And there you go, center victory point falling in. They were so close. Had Potedon, been able to mine this and protect this properly, even a machine gun placement here again, they could have won this. They could have won this. Again, they were so close. Yet again, Potedon failed the United States. Not really much else to describe it. And a tank went down, another Tiger lost for Spanky. We're seeing one last desperate push up. We're seeing a Panther already from Predators. And assault going in right there from the Knight's Cross on the Rangers, clearing them out. Austrians running away. 41 kills on that one, by the way. Impressive. Yes, impressive when you consider Potedon's fighting throughout most of the match. And there we go. This victory point not secure. We're seeing anti-tank, but also seeing 2 snipers moving in. And there we go. The Allies just being decimated at this stage. Murdered, slaughtered, beaten with a very big stick. Downright whipped. And there we go. GG. And well played from Spanky. And there we go. Ultimately game over. The Allies were close. They were so close. But again, Potedon weighed them down. He failed on a golden opportunity to alter armor, support his teammates' armor, and thus overall overwhelm the Germans. Again, they were so close. But Potedon instead basically just figured, I'll just get lots of Rangers. Nothing could go wrong with that. There is no German upgrade that significantly decreases my infantry's ability to damage their tanks. No siree, not veterancy free. That's just a myth. And that, in the end, rather cost them the game, I think. Again, also the fact that the Allies were pretty rubbish for the larger part in just mining and laying, defences. Again, a great mistake with a lot of Allies. Again, they don't think, oh, well, I don't have to defend. I don't have flak, so I don't have to defend. Again, you don't have to defend by going all out over the defences, But, even just a few mines, machine gun plating to protect the flanks, the vital points there would have helped immensely, but it never quite came. Instead, Brickman fought on heroically, Potedon less so, and constantly forced back and forth with his blob, and spending a lot of resources basically trying to reinforce the blob, having done very little with it. I mean, he did alright and good, in fact, in the sort of beginning to it, but again, then he just fell apart, and again, he should have gone for some armor himself. Germans certainly did well, but again, I think the problem was basically Predators lacking infantry, again, thus also being very much more limited, having a lot fewer units, which were also a lot easier to take out, and in particular without the armor, he was very weak. And again, had Potedon had some armor, again, they could easily have exploited that and really overwhelmed Spanky in the end. And for that matter, I really wonder why Brickman even bothered with the motor pool and didn't just go straight for the tank depot. Had he done that, again, that could also very easily have won them the game, because again, both players going for Panzer Command is incredibly risky. And again, an early Sherman from the Allies probably could have turned that very much on its head. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned a few things. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends. If you didn't, well, why not send a replay of your own. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.